what's poppin', yo? It's your homie ATM.
It's your boy O.
And we are the Lingo, baby. Back again for Season 4, Part 2, Episode 3. Or Season 4, Episode 8 in military time.
Military time.
Yeah, that's what we have established that's called now. But with that being said, we have, again, amazing guests for y'all. This is actually funny because up until about, I don't got a watch on. Up until about, let's say 20 minutes ago, I knew you as like somebody who like designed clothes. He knew you as somebody who made music. So like we both had you on completely different pretenses as like a guest. So it's actually dope that happens. I'm gonna let you introduce yourself, but before I do that, as y'all can see, we have a beautiful return by our first guest of Season 3, Ms. KAYLAPHATE. You know what I'm saying? Just so the association makes sense. I actually found out about you through her, considering the fact that they are best friends. You know what I'm saying? And we love a talented friend group. But with that being said, yeah, I'll let you introduce yourself however you would like to be known. Anything you want to say about who you are, where you're from, anything. It's your episode. Do what you want.
Never had an episode before, but I'm Dreko. I'm from East New York. I do an array of things. Music, design clothes, graphic design. I draw and paint sometimes. I smoke a lot. That's pretty much it, I guess.
Yo, I had no idea you're from East New York.
Huh?
I had no idea you're from East New York.
Where did you think I was?
I don't know. It's funny because
I think you told me you thought he was from Manhattan.
Really?
No, I was just like, I met you downtown with Kayla, and I was just like, I don't know. I feel like I just never got like a vibe. I don't know. It was like you just appeared. We were downtown. You're just like, yo. And that was a funny ass day. But in the East, where in the East?
Berryman Street.
Oh, okay.
Well, when I was born, I lived up on Euclid by Pine Street, and then maybe like 2, I moved down to Berryman Street, and then started middle school. I moved to Canarsie. Then towards the end of middle school, I moved back to East New York.
So I'm moving back and forth through Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Brooklyn, yeah.
Then I was in, what's it, Spring Creek, Star City, you know what that's at?
Oh yeah, I know Star.
On Pennsylvania.
I know Stars.
And then after high school, I moved downtown to Wyckoff. That's when you met me. And now, I live in the 90s.
Bro.
Wow, now you're in the grimy fucking 90s. That's crazy.
Jesus, bro, that was so many places around BK.
Yeah.
You guys have a taste of every part of Brooklyn.
It's fun though. Like,
That's interesting.
You get to meet a whole bunch of people.
That's interesting because, like, I don't know, I always think about it like creatives in general, especially New York creatives, like a lot of them credit like their hood or their block, you know what I'm saying? But like, you got mad blocks, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, at the end of the day, you're kind of just a Brooklyn head.
Yeah,
like
shit.
You can't really, like, it's just like, yeah, I'm a Brooklyn head.
Yeah,
like,
I gotta.
all areas of Brooklyn influenced you, really.
Yeah, I be thinking about like which blocks, like since I rap and shit.
Yeah,
know,
right.
Got,
Everybody got to throw
the
something
cool
in there,
lines
yo.
and shit. Word, I don't really got them lines because I only really lived places for like 2 years.
Type shit. What was your favorite place that you lived at? From your memory, at least.
I might say downtown.
Yeah.
Because it was easy to smoke.
I was in Image every day.
It was super easy to smoke. Like, I go outside.
It's not easy in the floor seat? Well, you were young.
I was
Bro,
young.
everybody watching face too.
That ass.
True.
Mad old people.
Because mad houses.
Exactly.
Everybody in each other's business.
Word.
I was scared to smoke in my hood. I'm sorry.
Really?
Like, outside and shit, I was like, who gonna see me? Like,
Because I can't relate.
Resident shooter, also Flossy native.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I don't know. I feel like
no, I will, but I'll be paranoid.
I feel like there's a radius around my
y'all
crib.
two really will. Niggas was outdoor dining. I saw this nigga lighting a split. I said, what's happening? Food is at their table. I said, what?
This bitch was coming back. I was like, put it down.
Nah.
I don't give a
I like
fuck.
to smoke and make the food taste better sometimes.
No, it's a fact. That's definitely a fact. Everything tastes amazing
like,
when you smack.
outside. You gonna kick me out the outside? Like,
Exactly.
That's OD.
They're gonna tell me go home or some shit.
Yeah, not for real. But with that being said, alright, so a jack of a couple trades, what would you say was like the OG craft that kind of kicked you off?
I guess drawing.
Okay.
Drawing, I've been drawing like my whole life, but kind of stopped just like getting older. Like I started playing basketball and shit when I got into high school, and then senior year I took like a photography class for like 2 months in high school, and it was pretty cool. Like they taught me how to shoot, but I had Samsung Galaxy S4.
Oh wow. Okay.
So like that's kind of where like taking pictures started, and then after that, I was told I had to transfer out the class. So
What? Why?
I was lied to.
Is that when you went to study hall?
Yeah.
And then you weren't in study hall, you came to yoga?
Yeah, I was lied to on numerous occasions, so I got out the class. But after that, I just took it into my own hands to figure out everything else. So like, I usually draw something, whether it's like an idea for a photo shoot or a T-shirt or just like a feeling, and then I just think about what other field it could exist in, I guess.
Okay.
Like whether it's a song or like I could set people up to make this image come to life in a picture, or
So a lot
even, like,
of
make
inspiration
it
comes from like drawing, and then like leaks into different like.
yeah, or just like life really.
Mm.
Sometimes I don't have time to draw, or it'd be too hard to draw.
Yeah, I feel like I be doodling. I'd be like loosely, mindedly doing shit.
Yeah, that's
on the
drawing too,
phone.
though.
Yeah, fuck it.
You know what I'm saying?
Shit, if anything,
Goes back to that whole what is
You're
art
artist,
conversation, you
come on.
know,
You're
like that
artist,
whole what is art shit.
What is art? How do you define artistry? Or did you have a perception? Like, did you feel like you were like?
Expression, bro.
Yeah, like I was born with it because I'm Dreko or Andre, whatever. Like I have my own way of doing things. So if I just stick to what I want to do and how I feel about it, and not worry about what others think about it, then it's gonna come out my way, and it's gonna be different.
Right.
The motto of the season is live your truth, and it'll all come together.
Oh, that's a fact.
Nah, for sure.
Everything's full circle.
No, 100%. Everything's everything. You feel me? Nah, for sure. I think that it's beautiful to see people who especially understand, like, yo, the shit I make is good because it's me. It's my shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people, like, want shit to be good for the purpose of people thinking it's good. But at the end of the day, like,
Who are those people?
who are you, like, you know, who's gatekeeping your shit? But, yeah, nah, for sure. With that being said, so, okay, who would you say, from the people who are known in the world, what would you say is your biggest inspiration?
Like celebrities?
Yeah. Or designers or musicians. You could tell me in different realms. You could tell me somebody that hits a couple marks.
I've got
like,
a few.
Okay.
Like, I like Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant's my favorite basketball player.
Yes, sir. He's a net.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not he's a
I
net.
love that energy. That ass. He inspires me.
KD, wow.
Yeah.
I didn't expect you to give me
Yo,
that. I'm not gonna
I
lie.
was not expecting that either.
I was not
thinking like
expecting
Kurt Cobain or something.
Some shit.
I
I mean, this nigga play basketball. Come on now.
Yeah.
You lengthy as hell. You should be playing basketball.
It just wasn't fun out there at a certain point in time.
Lengthy niggas should be playing basketball at the shooter. No, for sure.
But,
Okay.
Wait. So I mean, can we talk about the basketball? Like, when did you start?
Yeah, we can talk about basketball. When did I start?
Yeah.
6th grade.
Okay.
I didn't want to play at all. I had a friend, and she wanted to try out. And she was like, "You're tall, come try it with me." And I was like I really just wanted to go home and draw. But she was like, come. And I was like, all right. So I stayed. And I guess, like, I had, like, a little bit of background. Like, I got, like, I think 2K10. Like, maybe
That's
a year or two ago. But I never played it. Like, I didn't give a fuck about basketball at all. But I went, somehow made the team.
And the rest is history.
Yeah.
So you still play ball?
Yeah, but not, like, serious.
Honestly, when I met you, I just thought you were just like the nigga that played basketball.
That's how it felt.
How did
Like,
you
I didn't-
know? It was-
That's
I
why I
feel
didn't
like when
like
you
playing
play a
basketball.
sport,
that much.
I feel like when you play a sport, it becomes your niche. Like,
Yeah, it was cool, but like it really wasn't what I wanted to do. Like my mom just wanted me out the crib, so she put me in mad programs.
okay.
I felt that.
Low-key, our like school was like mad OD about like basketball and
Yeah.
shit. Like,
What's
like
cool?
our high school, like AF.
Y'all met in high school. I was
Yeah.
wondering how
Yeah,
you guys
middle school.
You guys met
Yeah,
in
we
middle.
like knew each other since middle school.
the team first?
Yeah.
What's
From
the
first grade?
Wait, so y'all met in middle school after you transferred?
Yeah, yeah. Like literally when I left,
Skylar?
Skylar, yeah, I went to AF and then I went to.
Which one y'all went to?
Middle school? Crown
Crown
Heights.
Heights, not
Yeah,
Bushwick.
like Joseph and all of them.
What's his last
Joel,
name?
Joseph, Duncan. All them dudes.
calling a Mr. Joseph Duncan?
I remember Nadia and Bushwick though.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't. Yeah, other
you
than
went to
that, I
Bushwick?
don't remember
Nah.
nobody
Oh.
else.
I just know like a couple people in both. It's okay. I'll tell you.
That's what I'll go with y'all later.
We'll parlay about that later.
Sorry.
Nah, it's cool.
But,
Okay.
yeah, after that, then high school came. So, like, it started to become fun for me now. Because, like, I knew how to play and shit. And...
You try with JV and shit like that?
Not freshman year. Because all the middle schools from the AF system came together. So, I kind of, like, took it upon myself to scout, you know?
Okay.
I was like, before I start playing with everybody and everybody get the drop on how good or bad I am, like, I just got to figure out what's going on. So, I did that. And I started playing basketball outside, like, after school. And that's how people started just, like, knowing I play. Then 10th grade, I joined the team, JV. I think, like, the first game, I had a game winner. So that was pretty fun. That made me stay on the team for a while. Word. And I finished high school on the basketball team, but, like, after 10th grade, it wasn't fun because they tried to move me up to varsity that year. And nobody on varsity was fucking with me. Nobody. Man. Like, I knew them. Like, it was a family friend on varsity, too, but that was his team. Like, every shot he's getting.
Same shit.
Yeah. And it was weird. Like, high school was mad weird. It's real petty. Like,
Agreed.
there was a practice when they first started tallying points, and I had, like, 25. And I'm the youngest in the gym, but after that, they never passed me the ball.
Niggas like, nah, he not. I was
nah,
trying to
weird. Like, it was egregious.
Okay.
Yeah, very much egregious. They was hating bad. But, yeah, I didn't really want to do it that much. Like, it was boring because of all that, like, social politic or whatever, like, popularity and shit.
Politicking.
Yeah. Whack as fuck.
And like I said, once you play a sport, you're kind of like, all the other shit you do kind of goes out the window publicly. Like, you know, people start knowing you as a basketball player.
Or, I think it's on the bowl team.
Yeah, like, oh yeah, you on the bowl team or some shit. Like, oh, and then when people find out you draw, it's like, oh shit, athlete who does something. Like, you know, and it's like, then you become the athlete stereotype, and now it's how it's like perpetuated by society. Like, I kind of understand why some athletes are dickheads.
Yeah.
Because it's like, if the whole world kind of treat you like that's what you do, a true word.
Yeah. I'm literally just throwing a ball in a hoop right now. Like,
I'm completely objective. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody can track.
Somebody's keeping track.
I don't even think it's because of the basketball player, though. I think it's just the people watching.
Mm-hmm.
Like, people
100%.
like constant entertainment. I feel like basketball is good because if you're watching a basketball game, like, you could talk to somebody, do something else, and come back and the basketball game is still going, if you get what I'm saying. Like, there's always back and forth running and shit, so it's just like, yeah, like, it's a good pastime. Nobody really worries about the player's personal outside the court.
Yeah.
Word.
That's actually a fact. No, that's real shit. Okay, so KD. That's how we got to this?
The
right.
GOAT.
Alright, KD. Who else? Inspiration.
I like Rob Dyrdek.
Rob Dyrdek?
Yeah.
Why Rob Dyrdek?
Okay,
because he was cool. Like, when I was younger, a lot of the stuff I was into, I didn't know by name. So, like, I didn't know Nirvana by name. I didn't know mad stuff by name. I just knew it by, like, sight. So I'm watching, like, Robin Big and then Fantasy Factory, and that's all the things that I wanted to do. And, like, all the things I did not know the name of that he's just saying and, like, always around. And he was just, it felt like every episode he did something kind of responsible. Like, he would help his moms or something. Like, she broke her leg one episode. He did all of that. Like, it was just cool. Like, I felt like he was always giving back. So
I feel like I was too young for Fantasy Factory when it came out. Like, I couldn't appreciate it.
Really?
That shit made me want to ride a skateboard. Then I still don't know how, but I was like, that shit lit.
Yeah, it just looked super fun.
Facts.
And that was their job.
A grown ass man is in a fucking foam pit right now. Like, are you kidding me?
And like the mini horse and all of that, it got wild. That's cool as fuck.
Well, honestly, I'm just like, what did Rob Dyrdek do to even be put in a place where he can do that shit?
Skateboarder?
Yeah.
But like going back to that whole like giving back shit, like he had his cousins in that bitch. Like
Word, real family oriented.
Word, like really family oriented. And I feel like if like famous people, like you don't really see
You don't see that.
And it's like people, I don't know, it's a lot of, not really, like a lot of compassion and shit. And I feel like people end up being mad self-centered. But no, it's cool when like you see that shit, like, and it's not like, cause like the white people do nepotism all the time. Why the fuck you can't do that shit? You know? Like,
I can't put my peoples on type shit. I wonder how he met Big. Like, how did that even?
Right.
I think he was a security guard.
Interesting.
See, like,
and he's like you're funny. I like you. Like type shit.
Facts. Now you the co-host of my show. Like, man, you know.
Yeah, like real, like.
Oh damn.
Just mad generous.
Like,
you could tell.
We love people who put people on.
Interesting. It's funny because I'm just like, nah, think about it. Like, that's definitely someone I can think about. I'm just like, in your life you just do things that you like to do and you just found out how to get paid for it.
Yeah,
you know,
definitely.
That's the goal.
Legit.
Yeah, I was just about to say, isn't that the whole goal of this shit?
Like, right, like you did not know what his job is. You probably couldn't even tell. I didn't know he skated professionally watching that show. Like, I had no idea about nothing, bro.
I just knew this nigga was wavy on his skateboard.
Yeah. Just like, you know what you're doing.
He like a clothing brand. I think Nickelodeon gave him a show for a little bit.
He had a non-profit for like disabled kids, like, and he would give them like skateboards and like be able to like ride and stuff. Yeah, it was crazy.
Ridiculousness.
Yeah.
Ridiculousness.
Okay, Rob Dyrdek.
Right? Hello.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he up to now? I feel like I haven't seen this nigga or heard of him that long.
Oh, he got kids now.
Oh wow.
Or he old.
That's boring.
It's
okay, so
next.
KD, Rob Dyrdek, is there anyone like musically you think you have to give some props to, or you wouldn't be here without them?
Lil Wayne.
Okay. Lil Wayne. Shout out to Libra. Big Libra.
He cool as hell.
You know, I mean, he hasn't been as cool as lately.
I was just about to say Libra's a type boring.
True, but
we're bored, but we're a good time.
Oh shit, I'm sorry.
In my head, that's Lil Wayne.
No, that's fine.
I love you, Mario. Not wearing.
That's fine.
I love me a Libra though.
Yeah, they're nice. They're nice as fuck.
I like Libras a lot. Libras surround my life.
Really?
Yeah, I have a lot of Libras in my life.
Balance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Balance. I feel like, I don't know, because I'm Pisces, so I'm always wading in the water. Like, I'm always just wading in my own chaos. I don't know, but I thrive in chaos. Like, high key, like, I need chaos happening in my life. If my life is stagnant and, like, not a lot of mess is happening, like, I don't like there to be mess. Like, I hate drama. Like, I hate being in drama. I hate all that shit. But, like,
that's kind of like the push type.
But, like, being in chaos, like...
See, hello.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
That. It's boring when
it's boring when shit is just cool.
Yeah.
Like, it's just cool. It's
Do you
kind of
think
fun.
y'all just focus on your own drama and chaos if there's no chaos around?
If there is not trouble, I will create it. Nah, but like, but like, I feel like
the Pisces slander comes from.
Nah, I think that, I don't know. For me, like, being a Pisces, I'm always waiting in some shit, but I'm also Aries rising. So I'm also very, like, you know, steadfast in certain shit, and a lot of people see me as, like, a fire sign. So that's why I like having Libras there, because it's, like, sometimes, like, I'm able to put, like, my Libra friends in check. Because I need to feed that.
Yo, every time I, like, see you and shit, I'm like, yo, you give so much, like, Scorpio energy. And I feel like that's kind of, like, the crossover maybe of, like, the water sign, but then also, like, the Aries, you know? Because it's, like, people assume that Scorpios are, like, fire signs.
Yeah,
like,
but they're
you know,
not. They're
actually
water,
big-ass babies. So...
I just realized that the other day. I thought Scorpios were Scorpion type shit.
I mean, that's why I thought Aquarius was water signs, but I was like...
a Scorpio yesterday told me that, like, he was shy or some shit. I was like, bitch.
That's like my little brother.
Shy? Like...
He be lying by himself.
Scorpio?
That's my rising.
Scorpio men are...
What's my
despicable.
rising? Kayla?
Huh?
What's my rising?
Gemini.
Okay. I don't know what
Aries
that means.
Moon, Gemini rising.
Yeah, same. I'm an Aquarius moon, Gemini. That's
Aquarius moon. This is why I love you. You be a hug. You're not boring.
You're not boring. You're not boring.
Nah, it's so funny because right before this, I asked Malik what his sign was, and he was like, "I'm so like tuned out of that shit." So he's looking at me right now like, "What's happening?"
Sorry, but I got crystals in my pocket.
You got more than one?
Huh?
You got more.
Yeah, maybe you got
a whole chart.
You got a chart.
Nah, son. Yo, what's your Venus in?
I don't know about that. No,
I was about to say,
you
she's
gotta
like,
figure that out.
She's like, yeah.
my spiritual secretary.
You got the spiritual secretary. You gotta get the chart app.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't even know how to keep track of that.
I give you like a one-time thing.
I don't like when things think they know me.
Yo, same. And then they start telling me shit. I'm like, wow, that sounds like me. But still, like I get mad. Yeah, like
yeah.
But you know what? I heard that CoStar is like you should delete CoStar from your phone because like supposedly the people who made it, they purposely like give you bad like horoscopes and shit when you're going through certain cycles to like. It was some weird shit, but like they like low-key manipulate.
They're setting you up.
What the hell?
So that you can like better handle shit, but it's also like no.
Why they can't just give the advice and leave, bro?
Exactly.
What they trying to do?
I check my CoStar randomly.
Really?
It's like a gamble.
I like Pattern. Pattern is nice. It's like not as zodiac oriented.
Pattern's one was like the swoosh. Look like, yeah, I have Pattern. Wait, did I used to have CoStar? Oh shit. You gotta delete that shit then.
Yeah, delete that shit. It's just not good for you.
Nah, pattern be getting too deep, bro. It'd be like,
yeah.
And then you can like match your pattern with other people, so it's just like, oh
but
shit.
it's so fun because I'm with friends and I'm like, oh my god, we're gonna be best friends forever. Like our bond is beautiful.
Nah, I did pattern. I did that whole like you can put y'all together shit with now my ex. I'm just like, oh shit, and it was just getting way too close. It was getting way too close. I was just like,
honestly, I feel like you shouldn't do that when you have like relationships with shit, because that shit low key jinxes it. I don't know why, but every time you try to like see your compatibility with somebody, it just goes downhill.
Shit like that, death scares me. Like, yeah, that's too close.
Yeah, no, but then I feel like if you go in, honestly, now I'm single again. I'm like, yo, let's do our co-star thing. Let's link up, cause I need to know the red flags before we even get into a little ting. Feel me? Like, and I feel like a lot of them just be like,
bro, you got the best bond with somebody and it'll still fall through the fucking cracks. Fuck that shit.
My rising thing is Cancer.
Oh, he figured it out.
Emo.
You're Cancer.
What that mean?
You're not emotional.
We're like not emotional. We're like emotional in private, you know. No.
Nah.
You're not. Wow.
Yeah, he refreshed the page.
Refresh it.
This shit don't make no sense. My moon is Scorpio. What that mean?
How you
You
know
have
this?
a double. Wait, you have two waters.
Do I?
Yes.
No, do I?
Wait, what's your sun sign?
What's that one? I don't see that one.
Like your birthday.
Oh, May 1st.
Well, you're a Gemini.
You're a Gemini. A Cancer.
Taurus.
A
Taurus.
Ooh, stay over there, please. I'm kidding.
Shit don't make no sense.
It do make sense.
He's like, why am I being
Promise.
judged?
You know,
Nah, dead ass, bro.
Taurus.
That's how I feel about Pisces slander.
You
I
like
thought we were
food?
cool.
Huh?
You like food?
Not really. I'm vegetarian. I don't really eat much.
Do you like vegetarian food?
I forgot you vegetarian.
I forgot he was
He's one of the first two vegetarians I ever met. I'm like,
Interesting.
strange.
Like, for how long?
My whole life.
Oh, that's cool as hell.
That's
Never had like a burger,
wavy.
bacon.
That's
That's
cool as
Really?
hell.
wavy.
If you could eat meat, what would you eat?
Probably my stomach probably flip.
What would you?
But if you could eat meat, what would you eat?
I really want to try a steak.
Yeah, I feel like that's what most vegetarians who like never had meat or like haven't had meat in
So
years
it was like
would
a
say
family
meat.
thing?
Really?
Like nobody in your family eat meat, or
My dad eats fish, and that's it.
He's
Oh,
a pescatarian.
Yeah, but I don't like how fish look. I remember being younger going to the fish market and seeing that shit. I
Okay,
never eat
okay.
that in my life.
But the rest of your family is vegetarian?
Everybody eats meat. Everybody else.
that's
Just me.
crazy. That's crazy.
I want to share my like seafood eating passion with my child, but that would be crazy if I take him to the fish market and they're like, oh shit, never again. Like that would fuck me up. I'm like,
yeah,
yo, what?
My brothers don't like seafood, and my mom is like
I feel
tweaked
like
by
that's
it.
low key traumatizing.
That's how I feel
Why
about,
am
like, red
showing
meat.
my child like dead.
Yeah, I don't eat
fish,
red meat
like,
no more.
mountains
When my
of dead
grandpa
fish
used to
and
go get
shit.
like oxtail and shit from the meat market, it was
Oh.
crazy, bro. In the back of the supermarket, and it's just
You
like
know those,
pig
like,
heads and all of that.
Those like
Head bust.
those things that like they have like the chickens in the fucking cages and shit. Like those meat shops that are like you go like this.
That's like the halal thing when they chop them up.
No,
It's not?
No.
Like a wet market kind of.
Yeah. Those I remember my grandma took me to a wet market and I was like, no,
What the hell?
no, I can't do this
Like,
shit.
that
There's
thing
gonna
by the
be blood
Wendy's?
on the fucking sidewalk.
By the middle
yes,
school?
that shit, bro.
Ain't
that
that
shit
crazy?
is-
What is it? A wet market?
Yeah.
By a Wendy's, bro.
By a Wendy's.
Oh, Wendy's.
Right across
Yeah,
the
that
street
shit
from
bust
the
my head
Wendy's.
for my whole life by our middle school on Utica.
I didn't even know that shit was legal here.
It's not, I don't know how it is, bro. I really don't. And people like were low key protesting it for a while.
Rightfully so.
Anyways.
How did we get into this tangent?
I don't know.
Oh, what market?
Sorry.
Oh, Lil Wayne was a Libra.
Oh
think-
wow.
Weird. I'm trying to think. I'm like,
Oh god.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
got the
that's
good
right.
memory.
He said, "Let me go to the
that's because I ain't
Rolodex."
smoked yet.
And he said, "Let me go through the
Facts.
Rolodex, bro. Let me figure it
Yeah,
out."
yes.
No
That's
shit.
crazy.
I definitely wanted to get more into the hip hop. Before we skew away, like what is your process? Like, do you get smacked? Are you more of like a writer? Do you freestyle?
It's kind of just like wherever my head is at, and like wherever my heart is at too. I'm not gonna lie, cause if I don't. My primary thing isn't really to make music. Like I can hear a good beat and like enjoy myself, but it's not in me to like, oh nah, I got something, go in the booth. Like, I just be chilling up until like maybe if I'm going through something in my life, like a heartbreak or something, and I hear a certain type of beat, I'll tell my mans who is probably recording on the beat while I'm listening to it type shit, like, yo, I got a verse or whatever. And if they can't go, then I'll go, spit my shit. That's the song.
Right.
Like, yeah. That's pretty much it. Like,
off the dome. From the
like, I keep space in my head, if that makes sense. Like, whatever I'm feeling in my heart, in my head, like, I'm gonna keep it there. It's probably bad, but like I be thinking about it all the time. Like, it'd be mad, right?
Yeah. I felt that.
How much music do you think you've like recorded compared to like
dropped?
Yeah, cause I know you'd have mad shit that like.
Yeah, I'm about to say I have no solo shit. I have no solo shit. I think I dropped like 4.
Do you want to drop any solo shit?
Yeah, but my solo shit doesn't fit how I want it to
What
fit
is how do you describe your sound? How do you describe?
I don't know.
You don't know. We were listening to your shit before you came. It gives me very like headbanger hip hop, you know, in terms of like, you know, like it's like you'll form a fucking mosh pit type shit, you know. But that you definitely get into like your flows and your pockets.
Yeah.
So it's not all like vibe, you know.
Yeah, I feel like that's how I be feeling. Like, mosh pits are cool, but I'm not the type of nigga to be in a mosh pit the whole concert or party. Like,
lame.
I like to smoke in peace, chill.
I feel that.
Talk to my people.
Smash some
You know, like,
so,
yeah, like it can't be straight like headbanging and nonsense all the time. The energy
Yo,
shit.
really the yin to the yang right here. Like, I feel that.
It's fun.
I love
having
like
all this energy
I love a friendship where like opposites attract for sure. Like,
Right.
cause like me and him, like people used to see us all the time together, but it was very much like, okay, it makes sense how they're friends. Like, you would usually see me and O at the corner of a party smoking. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I feel
Like,
that's funny because I feel like the music that I make is type like staying in a corner smoking type shit, and like the music you make is like the headbanger shit.
It's
that
flip.
yeah,
100%.
I definitely see that for sure.
My word, I fucks with that shit.
I like y'all. I like y'all on Elevate.
Yeah.
Thanks. That was cool.
I feel like it was
I still have people talking to me about Elevate and shit.
Yeah, cause you spaz. Your verse is crazy.
It is.
It is.
Thank you.
I had to
It would
fight
have been
for that
nothing
shit.
without your hook though. So you see.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
Teamwork
lie.
make the dream work.
I gotta tell that story. I had to fight for that. My hook was gonna be on the song like only once or twice.
Really?
Yeah, like if I could find it, bro, the first version he sent, I only spoke like twice. In the beginning and the end. I'm like, bro, hell no. Hell no, we gotta change it.
Wow.
And then he tried to tell me we couldn't change it because he had mastered it already.
Bitch, you better open the fucking shit. What?
Yeah, man.
You better open my project up
You better
and
open
fix
that
my
whole studios
shit.
back
Like,
the fuck up.
That's another reason why I don't do music like that. Like, it's fun, but like I started with my mans, and my mans take it more seriously, and they be wasting my time. With, like just trying to do my own stuff. So, yeah, I do stuff that
shit's so
I don't gotta wait on them for.
Cause it's like okay, I get it. Like you're taking your own shit seriously, but it's like if that's your man's too, then it's like, and clearly that's something that you see that's also serious. Then it's like as me as your man's, like I'm supposed to like, you know, like help you as much as I can. You feel me? And like it shouldn't take away from your shit, but it's also like you shouldn't see it as some shit like that. You feel me?
Yeah.
But that's also a frame of mind though. You know,
yeah,
like some
exactly.
People
Some
really
people
not
just
on that.
don't think like that.
You know what I'm saying?
So
and it goes back to the conversation we had 2 episodes ago about like people wanting to work with people for incentive versus like people working with people just because they fuck with them.
Right.
And it's like the guest that we had, he's actually the person who mixes my shit, and that's my homie. You know what I'm saying? And I pay him for his craft all the time. But he would never bait on my shit. Like,
yeah, exactly.
He mixed Clover for me, but while mixing Clover, was producing, mixing, and mastering his own full length project.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But still got my shit done because I'm paying him for it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If I wasn't paying him for it, I guarantee you, Clover would have dropped way later because he would have been doing his shit.
Niggas like, oh no, I don't want your bread, bro.
No worries.
Like,
I want your bread.
Yeah.
But it's like, okay, you're denying my bread, but then you're also not giving me my shit. So it's like,
Bro, take the money.
Take
Take
the
me
bread.
serious.
Like, take the bread. You're not taking me seriously twice, I think. And
Yeah,
like everything
man.
else is just like a whole like collab shit with like mad niggas.
That was the idea I had like when I first started making music.
I'm like, that's low key fire.
Like I didn't really care for like the solo tracks.
Right, yeah, just having like a collage of artists, basically.
Because at the end of the day, like the whole art shit, like it's supposed to be like expression. It's supposed to be fun. You feel me? It's supposed to be like something that kind of like ties people together. And I feel like when art is like hella commercialized, because it is like hella like art is commercialized. Like if your shit don't sell, then people try to like put the value with it. Like if your shit don't sell, then like it's not worth shit. But it's like no, like at the end of the day, like you should take all artistic expression at like its same value, because it's like that's somebody's raw fucking emotion right there, regardless if it's like
right
a boop bop ass like shit
Definitely.
or like some other shit.
That's another thing too. It's hard for me to lie. So like on a lot of these songs, like I don't be lying. Like I may drag certain situations a little bit with just like like dynamic compared. Yeah, make a little colorful word. But like a lot of times like it be real stuff. So then when I hear it on my phone, like months later, I'm like, damn, this is kind of powerful. And then I'm like, wait, still hearing like my naked voice on the song and shit. I'm like, bro.
It's not even hitting like how I wanted to hit.
Yeah, like
it didn't even capture like all the shit I wanted to capture.
Word, like what I'm feeling from this song is straight hypothetical. Like it's what I know it could be, but what it's not yet. And it's annoying, bro. Especially coming out of COVID and like just being stuck with what you've done and not what you're doing.
There's no life to experience. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like now, if anything, quarantine as an artist like made me have to draw back on a little old shit I felt like. Old ass shit that I'm like, okay, so I'm still feeling this. Like the thought is still there. The emotion is still living rent free in my fucking dome. But because it is, now I gotta redo this emotion. But it's not coming out how I want it to, because I'm not living that no more. Exactly. And what I'm living right now is not shit to talk about. You know what I'm saying? So it's like.
So wait, so there's a shelf life on a feeling, you think?
I feel like there's a shelf life on expressing that feeling.
That's what memories are.
You're
gonna like feel that same memory like from the same like moment you felt it the first time, but it's like it's still there and it's still gonna make you feel some sort of way. It's still gonna like move you, but like not as much as it did the first time. And that doesn't mean like the memory faded or anything or the feeling faded, but it's like it's just not gonna hit as hard because it's like it's not the first time you dealt with that shit. Like,
right.
Like to give you a good analogy, like the songs I played for you and Siaka in the car, and the first song that you were like, bro, you never played this for me. I recorded that shit last May or last March, and I want to re-record it for a 3-pack I'm dropping now. I'm like in a way terrified to re-record it because I'm like I know how I felt. Like when I hear it, and it's raw shit, it's so fucked up. Like it was recorded on my fucking headphones, not even my mic. Like before I had any of my equipment, and I'm sitting there. That's why when I heard it, I was like, yo, I was really tight. Like damn, I was listening to it, and I was just like. Damn, I was really like pissed off about this. And I'm like, I could draw on something that gets me back to that pissed off feeling, but it's not, I'm worried it's not gonna get me to where that
Okay, could I ask you something then? Because it's like, why, like this idea of like everything being like music, especially being mad, like clean cut and like perfect and like everything, like I'm thinking like back then, like bands and shit, like grunge bands, like it's literally niggas like smashing on fucking guitars and keys and shit, screaming into a fucking mic, like that shit is not clean. If you look at like any like live recordings, like a lot of old like rock music has been like remastered just because of like the audio itself wasn't like that great or whatever. But it's like, I don't know, I feel like you could just still drop that shit. I don't know, because it's like the emotion's still there, and whoever resonates with it resonates with. You know what I mean? Like. The first 2 shit I dropped were dead ass demos, but like niggas was like, yeah, this shit is whatever the fuck, making me feel whatever the fuck. So I'm like,
make me feel whatever the fuck.
Yo, so going to that, do either you ever have like that feeling about like as an artist where it's like you'll get a compliment or you'll get something from like something you drop and you're like, niggas is kind of lying to me, but okay. Like, or I feel like niggas is dragging it, or like, or they like it more than I do, so it's like a little like,
I don't, because I feel like if somebody, and I feel like if, deadass, and I feel like if somebody actually fucks with my shit, then they're gonna fucking tell me, you know? Like, I've had, like, random white people at my school that I've never spoken to. I think I took a class with this bitch once, and she deadass DM'd me, and she was like, oh my god, I was on my Spotify listening to this random song that popped up, and then I realized it was you, and I was like, oh my god, I went to this class with this bitch, and she's literally DMing, like, she's literally DMing me, like, oh my god, I didn't know this shit was you, like, you're great, whatever the fuck, and I'm just like, and she told me that, like, the shit that she was listening to was, like, my demo, like, one of my demos that I first dropped, and I was like, okay, like, the emotion is still there, and I'm happy you got something out of it, but for me, that shit is in the wind, you feel me? Yeah, so it's like, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, no, you're lying, that shit is garbage, but it's like, yeah, thanks, like, cool, that shit makes you feel some type of way. I heard people say they fuck to my music and shit, I'm like, alright, y'all, like,
that's lady.
That is.
I gotta,
okay.
I wish.
Listen.
Damn, have I ever?
I might have.
I gotta hit them notes, man.
Nah, I definitely tripped to your music. Like, I officially
Yeah,
achieved that.
Tell me that. It's
I
like
officially
they
achieved
like
tripping to your
really
music.
do drugs to my music, and
I officially achieved that. Like, that was my main goal with your music. I was like, I want to trip.
I've definitely
to
done
listen
drugs to your music.
Yeah.
That makes me so happy.
Right? I love when people hit me up and they're like, yo, I just finished a spliff and I listened to your, and I'm like, good. Because I was high when I was recording it, so I wanted you to like have that same feeling. Like, I told my homegirls from high school, I was like, bro, if y'all still smoke, because some of them don't no more, I was like, smoke a spliff while you listen. Like, recommended, you know, spliff is recommended. You don't gotta smoke, you'll still feel it, but you know what I'm saying. Nah, I love when people like will hit me and be like, yo, nah, your music, you know, made me feel this or made me that, like. Especially with the last project I dropped, like, I had shorties, like, crying in my DMs. I was like, off, like, the first track. And the first track was, like, my most vulnerable one. So I was sitting there, like, damn. I was in my bag when I wrote this song. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it got people to a level of, like, dead-ass tears. Like, and I was just like, wow. Wow, I did that. Like, that's cool. Like, I think that's
fucking flowers. If somebody's giving you flowers, take that shit.
No, for sure. I definitely think that's a big thing as well. I feel like some people don't know how to accept flowers, but a lot of people don't know how to give flowers either.
Yeah.
I feel like people don't know how to give flowers because, like, I don't know, sometimes people are just innate haters, you know? Like, and me and you have had this conversation so many times, like, the city either breeds people who fuck with you or people who are dickheads, and it's like, people who are dead-ass, like, bona fide haters, or people who dead-ass are like, oh, that's fire, like, I hope this person blows up, like, you know, and the city kind of breeds you one way or the other, there's really no in between.
Yeah. What's the vibe you think your music gives people? Are people fucking to your music? Are they...
if they are, that's, wow,
are niggas
what a
brawling
session,
to your
right?
music?
Oh, yeah. I got told, like, this song, Soaring, me and my bro Savell, that gives people, like, a lot of motivation. Like, people like to wake up and listen to that. But I feel like, I don't know, like, I don't want to say too many words, that's not it, because I haven't really honed in on my sound particularly, but, I guess, like, it motivates people.
Like, good
it gives people energy.
Like, I feel pretty, like, good energy when I'm listening to, like, elevators and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, Elevate is very uplifting.
It gives me big, like, a lot of songs give me, like, nighttime, like, rave energy. Yeah.
Nighttime Soho.
Big.
I enjoy those feelings. Like, you ever been in Soho, like, really late?
Yes.
Bro, yeah.
I'm thinking about it, empty, bare, blasting your shit in headphones, I would be straight.
Like, one day, I went out to Soho at, like, 4 a.m. when I lived downtown, where mad random. Actually, no, it wasn't random. See, what happened was A$AP Rocky, his like creative team, Og, is like a whole bunch of painters, and they were outside painting, and I wanted one of the paintings. And this is when I first started taking pictures and shit. So I wanted to go probably get one and take a picture of it and all types of shit. But that's not what happened. Somebody got there before me, so I was just outside. Yeah, it was just cool, like kind of being scared, but then not being scared, like kind of like what you said about like being inside chaos, but like being calm about it. That's kind of like what I want to build and expand upon. That's a big feeling I feel. Like, it's not that things are always going wrong, but they're not always going right either.
Right.
But I'm chilling though.
Shit ain't always sweet. But
yeah.
I'm coolin'.
Word, like, we still gonna get whatever gotta be done.
Still our vibe. Comes back in every episode. Because, nah, for real, that's a fact. And I'm thinking about it. Last time I was in Soho late at night. What the fuck was I listening to? I was listening to Ski Mask. Yeah.
Which song?
Yeah, I will. Fuck.
We got this song called So High. That shit Anyway.
Yo, Ski Mask is good. I feel bad though, because I feel like he don't drop as much because like all his mans is dead.
No, RT had all his mans.
Nah,
is
word.
dead.
For real though, like.
That's deep as hell.
Take a step back.
Mm.
Oh
Yeah.
I like him because like he raps really fast and like you kind of want to like chuck it up to like straight nonsense. He's just saying words, but
He's not.
he really be talking. Like
Him and
he be
Juice
tapping
WRLD,
in.
They're like the only two people that I could be like, okay, they rap fast and like I'm not annoyed. Like, you know, like white boy rappers, they do that thing where they like try to rap fast and it's
Logic.
like, I'm a rapper.
I'm a rapper.
Yeah, because I can say
Biracial.
words really quickly.
The biracial flow.
Yes.
The logic flow.
Talk to us about the brand. You know, I see you wearing some stuff from it right now.
Yeah. So everything is just like in development type deal. Like, just like the music, like I haven't really honed in on being able to name and properly like put people on to what I'm doing. But basically a lot of these things just started as like ideas. Like I got kicked out of my crib downtown and I was living with my grandma in the east and they had cable. I haven't had cable since like 5th grade. So I was watching like the what's it called? What is this? Halloween,
yeah.
the Halloween movie marathons, and like I just fell in love. Like I never liked horror movies before that, but I watched it and I was just like, nah, like wavy. Michael Myers is completely human, but he doesn't die. Like
He doesn't die.
word, like it's super random. Like it just starts one day. He's a 6-year-old. He kills his sister, and then he gets sent to like the nut house until he's like 20 something. Then he escapes. Tries to kill another sister. I don't even know how he found out he had this sister. But yeah, like sometimes he's in the nut house for like his whole life, and like that series goes on for like what, like 30 years, something
Some
like
shit
that.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. But it's just like it's like yo, a human could do all of that. Like yeah, it's bad, but like he was eating bullets,
He was getting
burnt.
busy, yo.
Yeah,
He was getting
bro.
busy.
Get back up. I'm gonna kill you in like 5 years,
Get
bro.
the
So
fuck
it's like
back
it's
up.
cool. But
Didn't he die in the fucking
The last one?
lake or whatever? He was in the pond or
no,
No.
camp.
He just stayed down there.
Mike don't die.
He stayed
Yeah.
down there.
He stayed
Word.
Yeah, that just stayed.
He chilled until everybody dipped. Then he
Word,
came
yeah.
out.
Camp Crystal?
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yup.
But
You know why I know that?
Yo, have you
I don't
played
even
the
like
game?
the Halloween movies. You know why I know about Camp Crystal?
Uh,
F versus J intro
mm.
on fucking what's that shit called? Nightmare on
Elm Street?
Nightmare. Freddy vs. Jason.
no, the fucking name of the project.
What?
Was that
Fabulous and Jadakiss?
Yeah.
Was it Freddy
Oh
vs.
yeah.
Huh?
Freddy vs. Jason?
No, it's not.
Oh.
Could have swore it was
I
Freddy
think
vs.
it's
Jason.
Nightmare on.
We talking about
I got you right now, son. It's Friday on Elm Street. There.
Friday on Elm Street.
Friday on Elm Street.
Fab Project.
Huh?
The Fab Project?
Yeah, the Fab and Jadakiss project.
The one we waited years for it to be mediocre.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
wow.
that's a hot take. I don't
Yeah,
really
that
think it's
is
that
a
mediocre,
hot take.
actually. But the intro on that is why I even like knew anything about Jason, high key, because I don't watch.
Yeah.
I don't like horror movies like that much.
Why?
Now I do. I used to
Okay.
hate
They
them
scare
though.
me.
I was a
I used
bitch.
to-
Like
I remember the first time I
hated
saw
horror
Saw,
movies.
I was like 5 years old or something.
Nah, son. My
Different.
mom. I used to wait outside. You know, in movies how they used to have like commercials from how
Mhm.
long? I
Yeah.
haven't been to a movie theater in a minute. They used to like in rated R movies. They would show you horror like commercials. I used to
Yeah.
wait outside,
Yeah, some of them I used to too.
bro, because I couldn't do it. And then one day I just started watching horror movies. But yeah, the only reason I know about Camp Crystal is because of that.
I really,
What was that?
horror
Camp
movies
Crystal.
always been around me. Like my grandpa, I don't know why, but like in my head, I think because he's Jamaican and like everything here is like super American and semi different. Not that he doesn't know what he's watching, but like he's just unfazed. Like
Okay.
he would leave the TV on like sci-fi or something. It would be super random, like Piranha 3D. You ever seen that?
Yeah.
Crazy. He's just there.
Just
Cool.
like wow.
Yeah, like unfazed, bro. Like there's a titty
So-
on the screen. The piranha bite the titty. He's just and
Brick
I'm-
face.
Word. I'm here amazed. Like what the hell? Like it's a bad movie, but it's entertaining. And,
Yeah.
like, yeah, just watching movies with him, like I kind of like discovered like what I like in movies type shit.
Podcast full of dust.
Niggas love to call women.
Fucking
Nah,
empty.
niggas love to
Like,
call women
this
gold
bitch only
diggers,
went for
bro.
my money. This
Niggas
bitch
love to
only
call
went
women
for
gold
my
diggers, but what gold?
That is your mother's car.
Good one.
Bro, like, you live with your moms, or you not paying
Sheesh.
rent, like, All your shit is paid for.
Like,
You ain't got no job. You ain't even working a 9 to 5, son. You shitting me? If you living like that, live like that, bro. That's valid.
Like, just
but don't
like
sit
that, but
there
don't
on
sit here
some
and be
high
like,
horse.
oh, these
Shorty
bitches
want
want
my
my
bread.
This
Like,
and that. You're not even that. Not even that. Not even close. Okay, back to this.
the motto is niggas ain't that. Niggas ain't what they think they are.
Shit, they not even half. But continue.
We back to Dreko.
You know,
Put these
showing,
niggas in half.
I'm showing y'all some exclusive drip. Here we got some samples. But something you don't got a name for his brand. So made by Dreko. Yes, some samples from made by Dreko. For the most part.
Made by Dreko. That's right.
I've got like potential collections though, if that kind of like helps.
Okay.
So for like Valentine's Day, I don't know if I'm gonna release this, but this is my little idea.
Oh, that's fire.
Yo, I'm
I
saying,
love
bro,
you.
put that on a brown
Oh,
hoodie.
that's
Put that on a
fire.
brown hoodie.
That's
On
tough.
brown hoodie, I was thinking about
Yeah,
it.
if you put it on a hoodie, I would dead buy it.
I was thinking about color.
We love New York
But-
girls for the audio listeners.
The pictures? Interesting.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
tough.
it was. I was just high one day, and like it was when
Oh.
like Summer Walker first came around. I was like, she's pretty cool, and then I just saw the picture. I don't know
you
why.
You wouldn't search it for an actual New York shorty though?
Nah, I was thinking about that. That's why I kind of haven't dropped the shirt.
You know who? I don't know. You would put a lot of people on there.
Yeah,
You would put. I'm thinking about a lot of New York shorties that are like bad.
Yeah.
They're like
Yeah.
famous and bad. Like
that's a
I'm
fact.
thinking Cardi. I'm thinking Dream Doll. You know, they're both from the Bronx. That's crazy.
I kind of chose her though because I liked her face tats.
Yeah.
I
Everything
was
in
about to
red
say, get a bitch with face tat.
Yeah.
and like the cell phone and shit.
Cass and Cole, you got face tats and a long tongue.
That ass.
You wanna be on a
Amadi.
picture?
Fact, you're from New York and you're
A
very
body,
pretty.
bro. Long tongue, no face tats, but neck tats. I would put a
I
body on
want
the
a
shirt.
tat so bad.
I'm gonna get a throat shocker
I
right
already
there.
got one shit like behind my
Or
ear.
What else we
I
got?
was planning to get one.
What else we got? What else we got?
Really?
So
In blue.
for the past 2 years, I've been doing this H2K thing, and that's hard to kill. And that was what I was gonna name my brand first, but I googled it and I can't license H2K because it's already something. So I just decided to make that like the Halloween collection.
Okay.
So this is the back.
Tongue.
Yeah. So the first thing I dropped ever was in 2019 on Halloween. It was some thermals, and it just had the Michael Myers on them. And that was it. I wanted to do more, but I didn't have time.
What was the front?
So another thing I do is I just go to like thrift stores and like discount stores, and I buy like cool shirts and cheap ones, and I try and like repurpose them. So like try to like make a phrase or something out of the phrase that's already there, but just make it make sense. This one I didn't do though. Like a lot of these, I didn't do by hand. Like this, I made the design, but I got it made by a t-shirt dude.
Or,
A lot of these like handmade ones with like the screen printing on them, I sent them to my friend Nile, who actually has his own brand. Yeah, and it's called Nilo, and he has like cool wholesome messages on his hoodies and t-shirts and whatnot.
Wholesome messages.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's
very
tight.
wholesome.
I don't want to team up with a raunchy person, and like every raunchy thing I say, they just take it
Like, yeah, let's go.
And run
that
with it, yeah.
far. And nah, I like some responsibility around me, and now it brings me that. This is another sample we made.
okay.
So a lot of times I just get the shirts, I get a whole bunch of them, and I just drop them off at his crib. And if I don't have a specific idea, he would just go crazy. So you can see like he cut. We had this stencil for years. I guess he like cut it in half, and this is supposed to be part of the first drop, but we didn't have time. So like every now and then he just takes time to just remix stuff, and like it doesn't always come out perfect, but that's why
I
it's
think that's
sample.
what makes it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gives that like that distressed.
It's also like a whole like one of one thing. Like I feel like the whole point of like fashion is that it's kind of like exclusive clothes.
Yeah,
Facts.
I've been big on like one of one things. Speaking of which, that's a one of one shirt. You know,
That's
like,
fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was about to say
handmade,
I've
like-
never
This
seen
is
it before.
handmade.
Yeah.
By
Right?
who?
Yeah,
Pretty sure.
It's a company called The Ragaman out in LA. So every
Can I touch it, bro?
yeah.
Like
No,
Every-
it's great material.
nah,
Yeah,
words.
Yeah, can I touch? I was like, yeah.
every stitching is like its own like square piece.
Yeah, like they fully cut up shirts and fabrics and just restitched it. It's fire. They're the family's origin from India. Like the guy who runs it his pops, like who came straight from India. and like their whole thing is like from India to Venice Beach because now they're stationed out in Cali. No, but they're tough. They make a good bargain too.
Yeah, bro.
The negotiating we went through to buy that shirt. Nah, the Pops is what sold it to us. Cause Omari's sitting there and I was like, bro, just try it on. And the Pops comes up to Omari. He was like, what's your name? And he was like, Omari. He's like, this is Omari's shirt. You see that? That is your shirt. And I was like, you right, bro. It looked good. Like,
yeah, that's the beauty of small businesses. Like,
that was a beautiful experience to be able to like speak to the owner's father who like did this with him. I was like, that's fire. Like, that's beautiful. Like, it's like when I like do show with my mom and like people are able to talk to my mom. I'm like, wow, that's beautiful. Like, you know, like old heads have a lot of like life behind them in general and just history. Yeah. No, for sure.
Yeah. OD.
You want to wrap it up with one last? Oh, keep going, bro.
Yeah, I was about to say I got like 2 more.
Yeah, keep going.
But this is what I was supposed to drop last Halloween, but because we kind of wanted to do more one-of-one type deal stuff, we didn't. We kind of was gonna save it to the springtime. So basically,
the Hard to Kill up's right side up.
Yeah, like we have a few of these. Like we did a whole photo shoot and all of that. It's like different colors, like different color combinations and all of that. Kayla actually has one. What we did, a regular show, right?
Yeah, it was a regular show t-shirt.
And on the back, we did like the H2K stuff. Word. Soon come. Maybe.
I like my thermal though because it got all that shit, that writing on the back.
Yeah. I like doing the cartoon shirts. Like I got a Star Wars one and Back to the Future. Actually, let me do this one right here. This is my favorite. That now.
I was looking at it. I was waiting to see this one.
I like that.
Actually,
I like how you did it in the eyes. It was tough.
He went crazy.
That's fire.
You wouldn't get a copyright issue for that though?
Maybe. You fuck about me?
Yeah,
that's what I be saying. Like they ain't looking for me, bro.
Like my name not even on this shit.
Literally, like everybody looks at H2K.
That's
H2K,
fire.
H2K.
Yeah, no, I love how that's like very heavily incorporated in.
Yeah, now the eyes are tough.
Yeah, working with Now is pretty cool because it's like my first time. Like what I wanted to do with him is just like all the ideas that I had in my head or like anywhere I would come from with an idea, I wanted him to understand that in the slightest bit. So like all his ideas could kind of start from the same place, and then after that follow his path of thinking, just so like it wouldn't be too far from what I was trying to accomplish.
It's great to work with people who like mesh well with your creative process and people who fuck with what you're doing creatively, because it only comes out, you know, as great as the people making it.
Yeah, it was a little bit to kind of like get in the same track as him though too, because he does this stuff, but like in terms of like photography and like videos and stuff and like I guess like aesthetic and theme, he don't really think like me. Like I think more of that without actually having a product, but he has a product and his is like he goes with his, would you say like his energy, like he's a calm dude, so like
he's a very chill.
Yeah, it's not hard for him to be like, yo, I'm selling this hoodie.
Yeah, that ass. It's really not hard for him to like pitch some shit, but I feel like if like you helped him with that, the melanin one, right?
Yeah, I helped him with a lot of stuff.
Yeah, like I feel like when your pieces really have like a idea or like a concept, to, like make sure it's really like conceptual, like people can like picture like themselves in that shit. And,
exactly.
Like,
execution and some shit.
Yeah, that is the idea I gave him. I was like, yo, like have your stuff exist in many different fields, you know, like somebody could go to Trader Joe's in your shirt, have somebody at Trader Joe's in your shirt, you know, like wearing all of that, all of that. And this is what I'm trying to do in the summertime. So I call this the smiley web. Self-explanatory.
Yeah.
Yeah, like.
Nah, I fuck with it. It's the same design, the hoodie. It looked like someone's aiming on it.
Yeah.
That's about like when I first came with the design, it was supposed to be smiley face inside, you know, like the sight, like a scope.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, a lot of people did that already. Like if I could find these notes, it's from like early 2020.
Yo, and it's crazy because I remember you talking about this shit like while we were in your room in Wyckoff, and you're like, I'm gonna put this on a shirt. I'm like, okay.
Which one did you design first, the hoodie or the shirt?
This. I just recently got this like the other day.
Yeah, I like the double layering webbing.
Yeah, this.
I like the double layer webbing, but I like the webbing lower.
Yeah.
Like it is here.
That's why I did the yellow shirt.
I love it covering more of the smiley than it is there.
Yeah.
Because it makes it look more like a bullseye. Like, you know, it makes it look more like an aim to me.
I'm happy you guys are noticing this stuff. Like, this is stuff I haven't even gotten to look at.
No, yeah. Me, like, very much not like those kinds of people. Like, you need fresh eyes on shit.
Word. Like, when I made it, I definitely did raise the spider web up a little more so I could do like the extra colors, and so it wouldn't be too much because I left the face red here. But this is the original one that I did, and I decided to do a yellow shirt because the way we like divvied up the stencil, it's the black, so like the smiley face's features, then it's the yellow, and then it's the web. So I gave him the yellow shirt because I was like, bro, we could like lose the yellow stencil that we had and we could just put it on the yellow shirt, and like it just seems way smoother.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Oh, that's tough.
That's a fact.
I like that you like thought about it like that through that process.
Yeah, I don't think in terms of clothing.
Yeah.
Like that's what a lot of people think I do, but I'm not really like a fashion dude. I just like cool stuff.
More.
Stuff that I feel like is like collectible type deal.
Yeah.
I feel like I appreciate your shit more as like being your friend and stuff, because I deadass like remember when this shit was like not a thing, like this just like
when it was
like,
an idea,
that's just words. Like
yes.
like seeing this shit like executed and like damn, bro.
Speaking of execution, can you stand up please for the camera?
Yeah.
I need to get these pants.
In your iconic pose.
Hello.
The backwards down.
Oh, this one.
Yeah, I love it.
I love those pants, bro. Nah, those shits are tough.
No, actually, like,
if you decide to actually drop those pants, but like with a cuffed bottom, I would buy that.
Everything, I'm not gonna lie, the sweatpants I'm doing is like custom because, like I said, my friend does them. Right. He takes his time. Like he's like mad zen about it now. Like it was a point in time I was paying him to do stuff like this, and I was telling him like, bro, like I have to, you know, just so I could feel comfortable. But then he tells me like, bro, like I'm just having fun making it.
Tell you shit.
Like I have a pair of sweatpants with the smiley faces, but it's the original one, and it's 3 going down. And it took like a month for him to make those, and I'm like, I asked why. He's like, bro, like I did one smiley face like a weekend type shit.
Yeah.
And I'm in my head immediately, I'm like, yo, that's crazy, bro. Like you could lay down like 3 stencils and then come back another time, but I respected it because he's like putting so much time into it. Type shit. And like just making sure everything is good.
Bro, custom pieces. Like I got a pair of pants custom made. I remember I told Shorty, I was like, yo, I want you to draw the mystery machine on it. But I want it to look like smoke is coming out, like a hot box. Weird. So she knows I go buy money, so she was like, I'm gonna change it to the money machine. I was like, word. She snapped me one day and said, yo, do you mind if I don't paint it? I was like, so what are you gonna do? She's like, I wanna cut up long sleeves and make a patch. I said, bro, do what you do. Yeah. She gave my shit back, bro. That shit beautiful. Like, and it was I just looked at it and I was like, yo, like you're a beast, bro. Yeah. Like I was like, I love people who I can give you an idea and you could just conceptualize. Like, you know, I love people that also like, I like going to artists and creatives to like collab on shit that like I know your thought process is almost just as vast as mine. Like I don't gotta give you my idea to the T for you to execute it. I just gotta give you something and you take the rest and run with it. Yeah. And I like that a lot. Nah, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. That's why I love stuff like that. Like I'm trying to get into more of a creative director's role where like I do more stuff like that. And I actually am working with somebody this year for a drop on Halloween. He's a producer. And Josh. Oh. Word. So he goes by Mad Boy, but he kind of want to create a world around it. And like, you know, like when people create worlds, like they kind of want to change, like, I don't know what the word is, but you know, just basic themes of the world that you understand about this one, and kind of want to make like the world that they're introducing a new safe haven. So where I had this concept where like we get the full zip hoodies, and since he liked the H2K thing I was doing, I got this Michael Myers with the grill, and that's gonna go on like the face of the hoodie, and then like everything else after that, like we're gonna develop during the year. So kind of like the hoodie is gonna be the product of us working the whole year.
That's tough.
Word. So I hope like after that I could get like more creative directing jobs, because that's what I want to do. Yeah. I like helping people get their ideas out and just like being like that creative like highway for them.
I feel that. Me too. Yeah. I think it's a great role. I think like what helped me feel like see that like that's a role I want to take. Like I was doing a photo shoot once and I was hired as a makeup artist for the photo shoot and I was like, yeah, sure. But I went and the photographer was my homeboy. So he was like, I remember something just wasn't working out and I was like, bro, hold on, do it like this. Moved Shorty completely, angled her completely differently in the picture. And it just worked out beautifully and it was exactly how she wanted it. And I was like, I like helping people like physically be able to bring their shit to life. However I know how to, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't know how to design shit. Like I don't know how to make shit. Like so if I can direct your shit, I got you. You know what I'm saying? Like I can help you through that.
That's necessary. Like some people have the idea. They don't know how to get it out.
Need that shit. What the fuck?
Me too.
I don't know what
I
the
do
fuck.
too, yeah.
I'd be like, yeah, here's the art. No concept.
Just here.
The art. It's
Yeah.
like, fuck.
The concept is kind of what takes things very far nowadays.
Yeah.
Like, you kind of have to. People get lost in like the reputation and they call it clout, but like if you think about it, most times clout comes with the type of work. You know, like whether you valued it at the time when they were doing it or not, something took that person from where they were before to there. So it's kind of like A$AP Rocky, like Travis Scott. Those two have like really good design minds, but because they rap, you don't think about it.
Right.
So like all their merch and stuff is what they do. Like Travis Scott went crazy with the McDonald's stuff.
Crazy. That
Fucking
that
like chicken nugget pillow.
Body pillow. I need that shit.
That's crazy. Like insane. I don't even got no words for that. Like that's something I wanted to make before.
That ass.
But he did it, and it's just that's cool as hell.
They have roti blanket. Yes, bro.
That's thank you.
Thank you.
But that, well, we're coming up to our favorite part of the podcast, the last segment.
Our last segment, Lingo Talk with the Lingo. So now this is where we ask you as our guest, what's your favorite, like, New York lingo terminology that you use or that you grew up with, like, whatever it may be. You give us a couple.
That ass.
That's funny.
For real.
For real.
For real.
Two of them, for real.
Cause get real, bro.
Yeah,
like
no.
the one for real don't do enough.
For
you
real,
need
for real.
both. And I don't even know.
It's funny you've been through so many hoods.
Yeah, like
so it's
I'm
like-
cycling through the encyclopedia right now. It's OD. But I guess I don't know. Facts. Weird.
Classic.
I was like, for real is the
Word.
first. That's the first.
That's the
one
first
got.
time somebody said for real.
Yeah, for real.
I like
for
when
real.
guests give us something new because I'm just like, oh yeah.
I say a lot of the same. Like it'd be the same. Different words for the same thing. For real. Word. Facts. Dead ass.
No funny shit. I think
Yeah, no funny
my
shit.
Really my
favorite
favorite
phrase,
one,
my
yeah.
favorite phrase.
No funny shit. I use no funny shit a lot. Yeah, like OD. I use OD a lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, OD.
I get so mad when I
Yeah.
go to school and I start talking and then all of a sudden everybody starts talking with me and I'm like, I know for a fact y'all are
Yeah,
not
I talk
saying
like
OD and dead ass in fucking like Texas and Massachusetts.
You know
and
what I'm
shit. I need
saying?
y'all to
Everybody
stop.
want to be the city,
You just made it cool.
I know.
but not everybody could be like us. Imitation is the best form of flattery.
True.
Wait, so before we end though, I have gifts. Yes.
Oh,
my 50 cent. I was about to lose my 50 cent on this couch.
Oh wow.
That's crazy.
Oh, wow.
I'm not giving gifts. Niggas about to rob me.
Stop.
But I got stickers. I like to get stickers made
Oh,
as
I
well.
love stickers.
So this is the smiley web.
Thank you.
Oh shit.
I got one for you too, bro.
I appreciate you so much.
Oh yeah, thanks.
I got a few. I'm not gonna lie, cause what else? Oh, I got two of these H2K ones with the Michael Myers with the girl.
Oh, this is tough.
Yeah, that's cool that I got one.
Okay, official nigga.
That
These are also the H2K ones are from last year.
Oh, those are tough.
But
these are fire.
I like these a lot.
Yeah, but
These
these
are
two,
fire.
the H2K ones, I'm trying to do something with them this year.
These are tough.
Like I want to make that a hoodie.
Yeah, that's tough. I like that a lot.
Word. And then on Valentine's Day, I'm doing these.
These are nice.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you, bro.
Nah,
Yeah, and then I got a whole bunch of smaller ones too, like go on like the back of your phone. These ones, they only exist because he fucked up. Like my name got cut off, but it's cool though, cause
Nah, these are tough. I like that.
Word.
I'm about to put this shit on my phone right now. I don't got nothing on my phone.
Bro, full of yo looks, bro.
I think I gave you one.
You
But
did give me one. It's
Word.
okay. I'll take another one.
And then lastly,
Big stick of drip.
on Black History Month, I'm trying to drop these two. It's like
That's
Black
fire.
Panther merch, but with the Black Panther Chadwick
That's
Boseman.
Yeah, that's
Word.
fire. That's
Oh my God,
tough.
rest in peace.
No, for sure.
Word, I feel like he's super important.
Word.
My fault.
Very good.
That is the end of my gifts.
Yo, thank you, bro.
Thank you, bro.
You're welcome,
You're
shit.
the first and only guest to come with. No, Amani came with a plate.
Oh
She came
yeah.
with some sweets.
Oh,
But
damn.
you're the first person to like give me a lot of. I love stickers, so
Word.
I'm mad happy right now.
I had the idea of doing a pack, but I just had to make them first. and
Yeah,
then decide
nah.
what
A
I
sticker
wanna
pack
do.
would be fire.
Yo,
No,
just
this would be a
sticker
fire
packs.
sticker pack.
Facts.
OD.
Yo.
Word.
Appreciate you for coming, my
Yeah,
guy.
with that
Thank
being
you.
said,
Thank you for
yo,
having me.
Yo, nah, it was a great
This is great.
episode. Thank you, Kayla, for coming back.
No problem.
Thank you for introducing us to this amazing person.
Yeah, you know, where can people find you?
Instagram, Dreko.almighty, ALMIGHTY. Word.
Say that. Follow that.
Nah, for sure. And y'all already know us. We're going to put everything up there. Everything in the description, everything in the bio. With that being said, y'all, it's your homie ATM.
And it's your boy O.
And we are the Lingo, baby.
Sir.
And, you know, be safe, stay up, be easy.
Peace.
Peace.